He conducted the experiments of separation personality from essence. His teachings directly or indirectly influenced the worldview of his contemporaries like Hitler and Stalin. Who was he? George Gurdjieff. George Gurdjieff, writer, spiritual teacher, traveler and composer, creator of the regional mystical teaching. His own methodology of self-development among pupils and followers was named Gurdjieff system. First of all, he was a very educated man who traveled a lot, studied personally and practiced various teachings of the ancient East. Gurdjieff was convinced that nature had not fully developed man, and in order to be complete, he should raise his awareness through intellectual development and physical exercises. Many argued that Gurdjieff teachings directly or indirectly influenced the worldview of contemporaries like Hitler and Stalin, who understood everything in their own way and applied this philosophy to their own ends. Gurdjieff came to the conclusion that most people are mechanical and are governed by a false identity, which the parents created by their upbringing. He conducted experiments of separation personality from essence and claimed that man should strive to develop his essence if he wanted to live a full life according to his nature and not to be a mechanical man. The main information about Gurdjieff teachings are in his books. During his life, Gurdjieff wrote a collection of 10 books called All and Everything, divided into 3 cycles. The first one is called Beelzebub's Tales to His Grandson, the second one Meetings with Remarkable Men, and the last one, Life is Real Only Then When I Am. There are also many interesting things to learn from the books of people who crossed paths with Gurdjieff, such as Pyotr Uspensky, or tried to find out something about the sources of his knowledge after his death. Thus, from the book of Raphael Lefort, The Teachers of Gurdjieff, we learn that Georgi studied with many Sufi teachers of the East. Their view of the world and logic is very different from that of Western civilization. The teaching methods are based on living different experiences that were lacking. For example, if a student was too proud, he was sent to ask for alms for 6 months. If he was violent and aggressive, he could be sent to learn to work with jewelry or fine details, etc. The teachers themselves claimed that Gurdjieff's teaching lived in his era and now has no such power. Each time needs its own relevant teaching. In Moscow, Gurdjieff has his own school, where he devoted pupils to his knowledge and conducted various experiments. In 1919 he founded the Institute for the Harmonious Development of Man, activity of which was devoted to the personal growth of man, his consciousness and living in everyday life. It should be noted that Gurdjieff lived in the era when industrialization began, the era of the first machines, factories. This also affected Gurdjieff's worldview. In his works, he often compared a man to a machine and called the methods of working with his inner world a tool for adjusting that machine. If we throw away all that mystical vibe and extravagance of Gurdjieff's personality, it becomes clear that his works is first of all a large base of researches and practical methods of working with psyche, many of which have passed the test of time. In Europe we had Freud, Jung and others doing the same thing during that period of time. We can't deny that their approaches differed significantly, but they were doing all in all the same thing.